All right, today we're going to be taking a look at the Bitcoin charts, analyzing technical analysis, the previous W pattern we formed. Let's get right into it. Okay, for the Bitcoin price, we saw all these key levels here. You see this green level, you see this red level, you see this orange level. Each of these key levels mark important support and resistance lines. So when you're looking at these, the important thing to analyze is where in the past has Bitcoin taken a massive dump or a massive pump. And when we are looking at this from a technical analysis perspective, we see a massive dump here, pump, resistance, pretty big dump here. We formed a triangle, dump here, form this W pattern, we pump up. Right now we're bouncing along. So this is in the 4-hour charts. And when analyzing this, you want to look for key trend patterns. So this is an important part of technical analysis today. We formed this W pattern here, and this was a key entry position as soon as we broke the neckline right there. So let's explain how we got to that conclusion. So basically, when you're looking at this W pattern on a longer time frame, like the 4-hour charts, you can identify this by a low, a high, and then a lower low that pushes up and beats this neckline. And the neckline is formed right here. So we formed a low, high, lower low, but bounced up from this key support level. And when we bounced up, we broke this neckline. This was a nice place to enter a trade right here in this red zone. And if we zoom in, you can see that if you were to enter a trade like right about there, you would have made nice profits. So let's see, get rid of this. By the way, if you have any questions on technical analysis, just let me know in the comments, and we can go over more of these strategies, how this W pattern formed, as well as this symmetrical triangle over here, which we predicted in a previous video. We came up, formed a low, a lower high, a higher low, a lower high, and then we broke out of this to the downside, forming this W pattern, which is a bullish pattern. So if you entered in there, you, again, like I said, you would have made nice profits. Let's get rid of some of these lines. And with this, it's important to realize that, again, as we talked about, technical analysis isn't everything, but the important thing here is you want to look for either bullish or bearish price patterns. And for the fundamentals of this, refer to our previous video on technical analysis. Basically, the fundamentals, we explained triangles, candles, and then just key indicators that you can use. So let's actually take a look at the Bollinger Bands right now. You can see we're kind of at the top of the bands, and when you're looking at this this pattern right here, you could have, if you're using the Bollinger Bands, you could have actually traded right around here, because you see we hit the bottom of those bands, meaning we're going to snap up. Basically, the Bollinger Bands are like rubber bands that push up the price when you reach one side of them. So you have one side or the other. In this case, we reached a bottom and we skyrocketed up. So you can kind of see we snapped to the upside using these Bollinger Bands. Once you break this middle line, you've kind of confirmed that you're going to really be pushing up with force. So that's nice to look at. And then we can look at the M&A ribbon. Basically, with this indicator, what it's telling us is it's using this as support. So it's bouncing up in this symmetrical triangle. Once we broke down to the symmetrical triangle, it then turns into resistance. And as you know, resistance then turns into support, bounced up from here, going up. I think if we retest this and push up, that's very good. Now, as far as price prediction for the end of this month of December, what we could take a look at is this key orange level up here. So if we zoom into where the price is, you see that we're about to reach this key level of resistance we had in the past. If we are bouncing around here and we hold a couple 4-hour candles in this region, so let's say we just have a couple candles here, most likely, again, this is all probability, that's part of technical analysis, most likely we will be breaking towards the upside. And again, this is a key level of not only technical analysis, resistance, but sentimental analysis. This is a psychological level right here, kind of where you see this football. Since this is a psychological level of resistance, we have a lot of people paying attention to this. And keep in mind here, guys, that once we break this all-time high, there is no resistance. I mean, look at, we're in outer space. We're going to the moon. So if this is where we are currently, and we're bouncing around here, you see a couple 4-hour candles in this region. I mean, we're literally going to the moon here. And this is going to be very, very important to realize. There's going to be a lot of FUD, a lot of news around this. And just like we saw in the 2017 bull run, there's going to be a lot of pumps and dumps in this market. So be very, very careful. Make sure you're always trading from a position of strength, doing your technical analysis. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this technical analysis, definitely leave us a like and subscribe to our channel. Till next time.